Hello everyone and welcome back to the Football Manager 2020 simulation of Euro 2020, and the game that we've got for you today is between two teams who so far in the competition have won every single one of their games, and that's Spain and England. And this is really going to be a tough game for both sides here. Spain, you'd look at, probably have the better quality. England have a lot of great young players in their squad, but can they keep up their record? They've not really been tested so much in the competition so far. Obviously, Spain having wins over Croatia, Norway, and things like that. Like, they have performed better than England have, but England have been scoring quite a lot of goals themselves, keeping a lot of the ball, playing some really good football, and it should be a really interesting game between them. And let's take a look at the teams here, as Spain line up with a 4-3-3, De Gea in goal, Azpilicueta, Nacho, Ramos and Alba in their backline. Busquets anchors the midfield with Thiago and Koke ahead of him. Inaki Williams on the right this time, Isco on the left and Alvaro Morata up front. England line up with an identical formation, same 4-3-3 with Pickford in goal, Alexander-Arnold, Gomez, Stones and Chilwell in their backline. Henderson anchors their midfield with Maddison and Oxlade-Chamberlain ahead of him. Raheem Sterling on the left, on the right, Marcus Rashford on the left, and Harry Kane through the middle. And let's go into this game here, and it really depends on how both teams start off this game. In my opinion, I think Spain will look to get a lot of the ball. Same with England. They like having the ball, they like having possession, creating chances, and both teams will have to be aware of that and try and look on the counters. England seem to be the more defensive side at first. Spain starting to have a lot of the ball in the opening 5 minutes, having 66% of it. But England are on the ball at the moment as Chilwell comes inside and plays a nice ball out to Raheem Sterling, who's in a lot of space on that right hand side. He comes inside, but Maddison finds Alexander-Arnold. Can he put a ball in? He does. It's been headed out, and Alba heads out that second ball, but Isco has a lot of space in behind Alexander-Arnold and is surging through there, but Henderson dispossesses the winger, and England have a chance to break down that right hand side. Raheem Sterling really tight to the line there, keeps the ball in play and comes into the box. Rashford header, and that's a goal. England take the lead after 6 minutes. Great run by Raheem Sterling, a fantastic ball across to Marcus Rashford, and great header from the Manchester United forward, and Raheem Sterling with pace to burn and has the end product to put the ball in to Rashford, who beats his Manchester United teammate in goal to give England the lead here in Rome. And England are looking good in the early exchanges here. Obviously they've got that goal that gives them the lead, as Koke can break here for Spain, but he plays it back to Azpilicueta just to try and keep possession. Nacho on the ball now. Now Inaki Williams trying to use his pace, running down that right hand side. He's played it inside to Koke now, and Thiago just exchanging passes in midfield are Spain, as Williams comes down that line and puts the ball in, and John Stones flicks that one clear, and Raheem Sterling picks up the ball, and he has a lot of space to move into, comes inside this time, and he's run an awful long way there, and that's a very, very good run there by Raheem Sterling, but just couldn't beat David De Gea from there. But it's been a really entertaining first half. The game sort of died down a little bit, as England probably just trying to kill the game a little bit just to prevent Spain from getting back into it. And we can see in the opening half an hour, Spain with around 60% of the ball here, just dominating possession, but they're not getting anything on target. They're not creating really many opportunities here, as 40 minutes on the clock here, 39 minutes, as Sterling comes inside. Now Maddison out wide to Marcus Rashford, and can he put a ball in? He's been dispossessed by Azpilicueta, and that's been cleared but only picked up by Ben Chilwell. Now Henderson finds Raheem Sterling. Now Chamberlain picks up Alexander-Arnold on the overlap, and the ball's been played back, and Chamberlain smashes it into the top corner, and it's England 2, Spain 0, and this is one hell of a performance from England here, and great football here. We'll see that again. Alexander-Arnold runs into the box, lays it off to Chamberlain, his Liverpool teammate, and that's a pinpoint finish into the top corner. David De Gea is having no chance from that, and England are out, well, really, are playing quite clinically here against Spain, who, as much as possession they've had in this game, they've just not been able to create anything here. And we've seen that in some of their games before, where they're just not creating clear-cut chances. They've relied on some essentially wonderful efforts from distance, but they've not been able to create really many clear-cut chances in tournaments so far, as they're playing the ball quite nicely here. Just outside the England box, Koke into Nike Williams, back to Busquets now, and again, just patient build-up play, and the ball from Busquets to Azpilicueta is found. Can he put a ball in now? He does. Morata's header is straight at Jordan Pickford, and a good move by Spain there, but just couldn't find the finish as we go into half-time, and it's England 2, Spain 0, and England are looking relatively comfortable here. I mean, two really well-taken goals, firstly by Rashford in the 7th minute, from a great run by Raheem Sterling, and an equally fantastic ball into that far post for Marcus Rashford, but Chamberlain's effort from the edge of the box, just smashing into the top corner, really gave England the momentum there to essentially just take this into half-time. Spain are really going to have to do something here if they want to go through to the next round, but England in the driving seat here, and they need to just keep this up for the second half if they want to secure this over 90 minutes. They've got the quality about them, but do they have the resilience to be able to carry this forward into the semi-finals? But England haven't really got the best track record in knockout competitions. Spain obviously do in recent years, but with such a young side here, maybe that's given them a lot of energy to be able to try and progress against teams like Spain, where they've really struggled before. We've seen England dismantle teams smaller than them, but to do it against a team of Spain's quality, of Spain's stature, it's absolutely phenomenal performance. As Maddison's free kick hits the wall and goes out for a throw in, and we're 10 minutes into the second half, and England really coming out swinging here, trying to get that third goal, really kill off this game, make it really difficult for Spain to try and get back into this game, and as that's not a good goal kick out by Pickford, and Isco comes into the box. Williams, his header forward is wide of the goal, and I wasn't quite sure if that was an actual shot or whether he was trying to just nod that over to Morata there, but either way, Spain making a couple of changes there. Thiago and Isco off for Saul and Rodriguez. We're halfway through the second half as Maddison swings a ball in, Stones heads it back to Rashford, and that's on the back of the net. Marcus Rashford with his second of the game, and I think that's his 6th in the competition, which might make him top goal scorer. And we'll see that again. Takes a touch, and De Gea really should be doing better there. I'm not quite sure if his view was obstructed there, because he reacted pretty late to that, but Rashford, that was his last contribution of the game before he was subbed off. He's denied a hat-trick here, but England 3, Spain 0, and this is one remarkable performance from England as Gomez heads out the corner and Chamberlain can break for England here. He's gone down the right-hand side. What can he do from here? Put the ball in, and Kane's header is wide of that near post, and England really in the driving seat now, and you really can't see a way back for Spain as we have only 15 minutes left as Koke puts a ball in and Maddison heads it out. Saul's header, easy for Pickford, and just taking his time here. He doesn't need to rush, but kicks that long, and Kane nods that forward, but Hermoso's going to pick that up. And Spain need to press forward here. They need to create something. They have not been able to create any clear-cut chances, any half chances in this game. As Maddison wins the ball back for England. Now John Stones finds the ball over the top to Ben Chilwell, who's made a brilliant run on that left-hand side and gone past Azpilicueta. Put the ball in. Alexander-Arnold's header is just over the bar. Good counter-attacking football from England there, and they're looking really, really comfortable. As you can see England go into a really defensive formation there, 4-3-3-2-1 almost, and just trying to kill off this game here as Maddison can put in a ball, and Kane's header down to John Stones. That's blocked. Gomez will pick that up. Now Maddison, I think Gomez was offside. Yes, he was. Really strange formation there by England, but just trying to shut up shop now. But Ramos' header is saved by Pickford, and with 3 minutes left of additional time to play, it looks like it's going to be England who are cementing their place in the Euro 2020 semi-finals. And this will mark the furthest England have got since, I think, Euro 96, if I'm not mistaken. But Saul's effort is wide of that far post, and England have looked fantastic in this game. Spain's still trying to press forward, but Alexander-Arnold wins the ball back and Pickford clears that out, and Kane brings it down. But great tackle there from Jordi Alba to dispossess the England captain as the ball's played back to David De Gea. And there's only 2.5 minutes after this. I think Spain have resigned themselves to defeat here as Azpilicueta runs forward. Can they get a consolation in this game, or will they just be crashing out to a very well drilled England side as Gomez brings down Jordi Alba in the box, and the referee has pointed to the spot after speaking with VAR, and this is the last chance for Spain as Sergio Ramos misses the spot kick. Great save there from Jordan Pickford to keep England's clean sheet intact. And with seconds left to play, Jordi Alba here on that left hand side put the ball in. Morata's effort's blocked, and Alexander-Arnold clears that, and there's offside, but the final whistle has been blown now. And did anyone have this down as a pre-match prediction? Spain 0, England 3, and another one of the favourites in my opinion. I thought France and Spain would be the two favourites in the competition, but England throwing a surprise in here, knocking out the 2008 and 2012 winners here. And what a performance by England. If they play like this 2 more times, they will have their hands on the trophy. It doesn't matter who they play. If they play like this in any of their next 2 games, then they will walk away with that championship in their hands. But that's going to be it for this episode. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe for future episodes, and make sure you hit that notification bell as well so you don't miss a video. And I will see you for the summary of the quarterfinals, and then after that we'll go into the semi-finals. Thank you.